Welcome back, humble traders. Today I'll be doing a technical breakdown on C Limited, ticker symbol SE. If you're new to the channel, remember to take a second to give the video a like and subscribe as it greatly help out the channel. Do note that I do not provide any buy or sell calls, but focus on the potential trades laid out by the market makers. Without further ado, let's take a look at C Limited. So you can see that C Limited was up around 9.6% yesterday. Am I impressed? Not exactly impressed. You can see that C Limited may potentially have a breakout, but you never know. You see, there might be some breakout traders who actually took this trade just yesterday. You can see that it didn't close at the peak. So once the stock C Limited didn't close at the peak, then it's not a good sign because sellers are still around. And furthermore, just take a look at the volume. The volume is very, very low. And when the volume is very low, right, it's an indication that perhaps these market makers are actually have no intention to push up the stock, or they are not genuinely pushing the stock up for us retail investors. So it might just be a manipulation or just a bull trap. So let's take a look at where are the potential supports and resistance upcoming. So let's take a look at the 2-hour chart to get a better idea of what's happening. So you can see that we found some support at the 108. So 108, 109 had a good support here. So in the event that we do pull back down, where exactly are my potential supports? In the event that we do have a fake breakout here, and when in the event that what we want to see tonight or later, we want to see that this previous resistance here has now turned support. So in the event that we do break this with high volume and then close the day with a very lousy looking candle, something like this, then it's not a good sign because it shows that sellers are still around. This is a fake breakout. But in the event that we do pull back, so the first support I'm looking at is around 125. So this is the first support that in the event that C Limited were to pull back to. Of course, in the event that we pull back even further, then potentially we may fall to about 118 to 117. This is a critical support for C Limited. So exactly in the event that we do actually break out tonight with good volume, where exactly are my potential targets for C Limited? So very simply, you can just draw the first arrow wave up. So this is the wave up from around 85 all the way to a high of 131. So this is the first wave up. So where exactly is my second wave? So my second wave would be looking at around this high. So 156, 155, around these levels here, maybe the potential target for C Limited in the short term. You can see that there is actually a gap here that needs to be closed. So gaps are meant to be created, and when they are created, we will be closed one day, someday. You can see that there is another gap here. So before that, we can actually close this gap at 156. We may potentially need to close this gap first. And where exactly is this gap located at? You can see that this low here was around 136. We hit a high of 144. So 144 itself may be a resistance that needs to be cleared. So what these market makers tend to do is that they'll push it up. They push the prices up. Once it hit and close this gap, right? People will think that, oh, it's going to move, it's going to go higher. And that's where they actually push the stock back down again. And after this 144, I'm looking actually at this resistance. This is also a psychological resistance that needs to be cleared. It's 150. You can see that we were being tested off this 150 resistance 2 times. So this 150 will be a very, very difficult resistance to actually clear. In the event that we do clear it, maybe 151 to 152, we need to be careful of any potential fake breakouts. And in the event that we actually do hit this 156, then it is probably recommended to take some profits because we already have went up quite a bit, and it happens that this target coincides with this 156 price, and at the same time it actually closes the gap of here. So that is a potential sign of reversal or maybe a short-term peak for this particular stock. So yep, just a recap. In the event that we can break out of this 132 tonight or tomorrow and hold above this price, then we may potentially expect more bullish momentum through. What we want to see is a follow through tonight. We do not want to see a fall in prices back below this support line of 132. But in the event that we do fall back, then I'm looking at around 125 as a first support, and then after 118 and 117 as a second support. The event that we do break out, then we potentially target 156 here and 144 and 150 as a potential resistance for C Limited. So yep, if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe as you keep the uptrend channel intact. Leave a comment below if you have any stock TA requests. Till we meet again, appreciate the manipulation.